One of our incredible former hostages in Hamas in Gaza, Omer Shemtov, is speaking up about what's going on. And it's time we all chime in to hear him. This is a 2-part clip, so just bear with me. And please subscribe to the channel if you believe in my message to help us get to 500,000 subs.
By the last week, I had a biscuit a day with a couple of sips of salty water. And I remember me waking up in the morning, in what I thought is a morning, waking up, and I had to calculate throughout the day the biscuit. How am I going to eat it? And yeah, it was a very difficult time for me there, but at the same time, my faith in God became very strong.
You dropped an enormous amount of weight, I think going from 176 pounds to 121 pounds. Talk about the starvation. In your interactions with the terrorists and your captors, did you ask them why they were starving you?
One time I did ask one terrorist about it, and he told me because of the army, there is no food, but I used to see them eat. I knew that they weren't skinny as me, you know. One time I remember I asked to go to the restroom, to the bathroom, and they took me out. I used to go every 3 days, yeah, to the bathroom. And I remember me walking by another room in the tunnel, yeah, and seeing like a big amount of food, you know, cheese and bread and like huge amounts, you know. So I was being starved, you know. There is no question about it. Yes, it's him. He got me out. He got the hostages out. Before we felt like nothing is happening, you know. And I remember there, for me there, ever since he came into the road, they were very scared of him. Yeah, they wanted
Who
terrorists.
were afraid of Trump?
Yeah, they wanted Kamala to be chosen, to be elected.
You talked politics with them?
Yeah. They wanted Kamala to be elected. But as soon as Donald Trump was elected, they understood that he wants to bring the hostages back home. Yeah. So immediately the way they treated me changed. So if it's the amount of food, I could say this, that when Trump became president, yeah, the way they treated us changed. For me, personally, this is what I
think
felt.
because they anticipated that a deal would come soon.
Yeah.
And that's when they started giving you more food.
Exactly. More food, treated me better, you know, stopped cursing me, stopped spitting on me.
They were spitting and cursing?
Yeah.
Were they beating you?
No, never. I was never, except the 7th of October, I was never abused physically. But I think it's because the way I managed around
the relationship.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to say, you know. Omer's one of the hostages that was very iconic because of his blue eyes and the way his picture was with his hair. Everybody is a good-looking young guy. Everybody knew him. Everybody knew his name. His poster was everywhere. You always saw his face. Always. I've seen this guy's face like for the last almost 2 years, almost every day. And just to hear what he went through is just terrible, man. It's terrible. It's terrible. You forget, you know, you really do forget because life is going on, and you forget that there's still about 20 live hostages still in Gaza dealing with this, and probably even worse now. It is very reassuring and shocking, though, to hear how much his condition changed from when Donald Trump became president. You don't even think about... I mean, okay, we obviously knew that Kamala and Biden were not going to do shit for the hostages, but it's incredible to see how much Trump's presence changed Hamas's... I mean, That's insane. It's crazy and also not crazy. Like, it's logical because Trump does lead with that peace through strength, and he knew that, or the Hamas terrorists knew that if they fuck around too much with the hostages now, and Trump gets angry, Daddy Trump gets angry, they're gonna get hit. So it's honestly remarkable, and kind of powerful a little bit. It's like a lesson to be learned. Is like, that's the kind of leader you need in this situation. It's clear now. It's evident. And again, while hostage talks have all but stalled, I mean, I think as of today, there's been some sort of update. I don't know if I have it anywhere here available to me, but there has been some sort of update about Israel accepting a part of the peace deal, and Hamas supposedly accepting it too. So there may be a new ceasefire round. I'm not sure. But yeah, man, it's really sad. It's really, really sad. I'm happy that we got as many hostages out as we did when we could. I'm weary again that another hostage deal may. It's felt evident that they have no intention of releasing all of them forever, and just like Avera Mengistu and Hashem al-Sayed were held for 10 years. Gilad Shalit was held for 11 or 10, I believe, as well. They have a track record of doing this. And unfortunately, I don't think anything short of a complete and utter military victory over Gaza will ever bring us to the point where we can actually see the fruitful release of all of our hostages. It's a terrible situation, man. And you really do, honestly, you forget. You forget. You don't think about it often enough. There's not, often enough is them being out. We never talk about it often enough. There is no often enough. It's horrible. It's a horrible situation. But Baruch Hashem, it's good to see that he's alive and well and tangible and speaking. And I think this whole country has so much love for these hostages. They're like our angels, I don't even know how to explain it. Like the most incredible human beings we have around us. They're just incredible. Recently I came back to Israel. Was flying with Agam Berger, the cousin of a friend of mine, Ashley Waxman, who's an incredible YouTuber as well. Her cousin Agam was on my flight, and at the end of the flight, when we landed in Israel, they did a round of applause specifically for her. And I remember seeing her in the airport with her mom. And I was so happy. It was such an honor to be flying with this incredible lady who's been through so much. And truly, these hostages is like, if you ask any Israeli, any Jew right now, we have the most space in our heart in the world for these people. It's like we are so torn and in pain for them, even though we don't talk about them every moment. We don't think about them every single moment. It's like such a soft spot because it hurts. It really hurts. So nothing but love for Omer Shemtov, for real. Nothing but love for him. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you guys a long time. Goodbye. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.